So day one of my breast augmentation, I had surgery this morning. I'm feeling good. I would like to do some little stats. You want to know the stats? All right. So I am 5'4". I'm more like 5'3" and 3/4, but of course we all round up. So I'm 5'4". I weigh, of course, everyone's weight fluctuates. So in the morning, I'm 118 or so pounds. And by the end of the day, I'm about 124, maybe 126, just depending on what I did for the day. My bust size, which I did not know this because I have been wearing extra small or small sports bras for years because I teach yoga, I am a massage therapist, so I'm always working. I'm super active, and underwire bugs the crap out of me. So I've always just enjoyed my sports bras. So I was small. And when my doctor saw my bust size, he was like, "Oh my God, are you 30? There's no way. You might be the smallest size I've ever put implants on." So he measured me. I'm a 28. So thank God I haven't been wearing bras because I don't even think they make 28s. Oh gosh, which is fine. It took me 3 years to lose 70 pounds. Okay, backstory, rewind. So I have 2 kids. I'm 32 years old, and I was 112 pounds before I got pregnant with my daughter at 18. And after I had her, I was 153 pounds. And my daughters are 4 years apart. So my next daughter, I was 22 years old when I had her, and I was 186 pounds by the time I had her. After her birth, I had only lost 16 pounds. I was 170. And yeah, it took me 3 years to lose the 70 pounds. I dropped down to 116 pounds and loved my body, but hated my chest size. And so I went back up to 120, started floating at that, and just enjoyed the 120s. I don't think I've gotten over 128, like, holiday season. So, yeah, I've been floating at this body weight for 6 years. So, definitely deserve these. Definitely. I nursed both my kids, and my second one, she was born in 37 minutes at home by myself. My ex was barely awake, and my midwife had missed it. Not intentionally, she just did not think it was going to happen as fast as it did. So, yeah, I had her on my own, and she latched onto my left side horribly for 5 months, if not longer. Like, she would just like latch on and then like tilt her head slightly. And that created like this big of a golf ball size ball in my breast. And I got it scanned after losing all of the weight and everything, and just watching it over the time, making sure it was still mobile and that the fibrous tissue wasn't hardening up and showing signs of cancer. I just monitored it. So in 2019, right before the whole crazy pandemic hit, I actually went and got them scanned, ultrasound, and double check, totally awesome. It's just fibrous tissue. But my doctor, he took one look at it and was like, "Okay, well, I know that breast can be fibrous or whatever, but if you know it's there, why leave it in? Because it could change in the future. Like, you're in your 30s. If you're just going to leave it in knowing that, oh, this is here, and possibly metastasizes into something worse in the future. Yeah. So he was like, that's definitely coming up. I was like, thank you very much. So that was definitely my biggest reason why I got these done, was to fix my nursing disasters and really get back the body that was mine before the kids were born. So, super excited. So, the size that I went with are 350 cc's. The brand that I went with is Sientra. So they're the orange dot label. Sientra has one of the lowest complication rates on the market. They've only been in America for like 20 years or something like that, but they started in Europe. They only do breast implants. So that's what really made me like want it. Like, okay, you have a super low complication rate. Oh, and they were having a rebate. So if I got them done before September 30th of this year, I would be rebated $250. And I also can enter in to win $500, a gift card or whatever. And they're doing that like quarterly. So if you are interested in breast implants, definitely research this brand, because their benefits are freaking amazing. Like, absolutely incredible. They actually, if one of these ruptured, if both of them ruptured, if anything happened where they became contracted in the capsular and all of that stuff, like, there's actual monies that they pay back to the hospital to get them replaced. So just think about that. Do your research when you decide, like, ooh, I really do want to do this. And don't just go with what the doctors used to putting in. Really research, because, dude, these only go in, like, the only people that can actually install, which I didn't find this out until I started doing my research, that any doctor can just buy implants and put them in, any kind of implant, but not these. You have to be board certified to even apply to get these bad boys. So my doctor is a board certified doctor. Super, super happy with going with him. Because this is my warranty. This is the most important thing that I have to look for the next 20 plus years. These say that they have a lifetime warranty for replacements, but the actual monies that they pay back to the hospital for any surgery costs and stuff like that, that runs out at 20 years for the warranty. Just a heads up on that. But still, if I could get new boobs at 50 and just be like, you know what, I'm going to upgrade them, just having 2 rounds of beautiful breasts to die in, I would love that. Like, I would still be healthy enough to get them replaced and healthy enough to look good in them until I die. So this is why I went with Sientra. And let me give you, so I got 350 on both sides. I was balanced, and I didn't need a lift. I got it over the muscle because I'm a massage therapist and need my arms to work and have to go back to work in about 5 days. So I got it just in my breast tissue because that's what he was working on. If you're doing a breast augmentation, do your breasts. Just a tip or word of advice. I feel freaking amazing. I saw so many videos on YouTube of these girls. Like, I felt so bad for them where they couldn't even look at. I got my boobs done today. I can lift my arms over my head, and this is the side that got like the lump removed. Like, I can pull my hair up. I can freaking go to the bathroom on my own. I can walk into the kitchen and get myself some soup all by myself. Like, going over the muscle, doing just your actual breast tissue in the long run is where it's supposed to be. Like, with all my research, I've seen a lot of people being a massage therapist that have had ruptures because they did it under the muscle and the pec just either moved it, changed it, like split them in half. They're not as mobile as they should be. So that's my advice. It's my advice. I've only been working on bodies for 12 years. It's my advice. I would definitely go over the muscle. And for my body frame, 118 to 126 pounds, depending on the day. 28-inch around bust size. 5'3 3/4". I went with 350s. My 350 high profile round, and they're smooth. So textured implants, from all of my research, can be scary, and they can cause a lot of different issues. I just really, really wanted to put something in my body that would make me comfortable enough to really reduce the risk of BII, breast implant illness. I really don't want to get that, and it definitely, can always be on the backside of my mind. But after doing all of the research that I did, I am so happy I went with Sientra. Sientra, smooth, high profile, 350s. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. I will link some other videos and do a bunch of awesome stuff in the meantime, and keep you posted for the next few weeks as I heal, like going back to work, seeing if I can do deep tissue, and seeing how my fatigue was. But my biggest thing was I didn't want to be dizzy standing for that long. So I will keep you posted.